We've talked about Rogers, Bell, and Telus. The reality is they are competing hard for your business. They were doing very well with subscriber growth when you look at 2020, 21, 22, 23, because population was increasing so rapidly. So when you have new people coming into the country, one of the things that they need is a mobile phone and internet plans. And now that immigration has slowed way, way down, they're seeing a lot of pressure on those subscribers. These telcos have high fixed costs. It's better to keep an existing customer at a discount than lose that customer. What's the alternative for them? If they lose you altogether, they get zero money from you. If you stay at a discount, they still get some money from you and their cost doesn't change. So what happens here is they're better off keeping you at a steep discount than losing you altogether. It looks much better on their financial statements as well. So something to keep in mind. So you should really price shop. So here's a little step-by-step that I actually did recently. I won't say which telco it was, but it was one of the big three. And I have fiber internet. And obviously, working from home, doing the podcast, I need one of the top speeds to making sure that the video is smooth when we record. I had gotten a 2-year contract on a promotion that ended in September of this year. And then it went up a decent amount where I was paying way too much for the internet. Should have, I don't know why I waited a couple months, but I should have done it sooner. So price shop a competitor via chat. Don't call them. That's really important. If they say, oh, can I give you a call? Say, no, I want to keep it on the chat. Ask, what's your best new customer promo for the same internet speed you currently have, or mobile, of course. If you're asking for mobile, ask specifically for bring your own device plans, because that's where you'll save money. If you're looking to get a device, that's where they won't be able to give you as good of a price. And BYOD is key. The best discounts only apply when you already have your own phone. Like I said, do one service at a time, internet or mobile. So if you start with mobile, go back in a day or two and then do the internet and vice versa. That's because if you ask for bundles, the pricing will usually be worse because they hide discounts in the package pricing. And then if they come back with you and say, they give you a price that you know it's not a great price, well, you can just say, okay, well, my neighbor got better. So can you recheck for any new customer promos? And then if they come back and they come back with something that's pretty good, screenshot the quote, plus save the transcript, and then go to your provider's chat and ask for loyalty/retention. If you can't really find it in the phone menu, what I found for me is just saying you will cancel, you're looking to cancel your service. That will usually get you to the people that can give you the best deal. You do not want to speak to the regular agents. You really want the ones who are loyalty, retention, anything like that. And say I have a competing offer of X dollars for this service. So maybe it's $75 for this fiber internet. Can you match or beat it? You have to not be afraid. Just embrace the silence. And if they don't give you a satisfying offer, then you can thank them and switch. And one thing that I should mention as well is ask when you get that screenshot from the other provider if there's a connection fee or fees associated, or they're waiving that, and push for that, because then it really shows your current provider to say, look, there's really no incentive for me to really stay with you aside from the hassle of waiting for whoever it is, Rogers, Bell, or Telus, to come between 8 a.m. and noon, or 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., whatever the window they give people nowadays. So for me, I had my internet that had a 2-year contract and a pretty good promotion. It ended, so I was paying $135 a month. And I should have done that a couple months ago, and that's my bad. So I went with a competitor, did exactly what I said, and they gave me like a so-so offer at first. So I then pushed back and said, well, my neighbor actually got a way better deal. And then they were able to give me a $90 a month for the same speed of fiber that I had with my current provider. I said, okay, thank you. I need to talk that over with my spouse. I'll think about it and then we'll come back if we want to go with you. Then I went through the phone, and the phone is important because you really will get better results at that point by being on the phone. Selected the option to cancel my service, got to retention, and then just told them, look, I have this offer with one of your competitor. I named the competitor. You don't need to do all the competitors because then they might realize you're in a bidding war. It might not be all that good and they may not give you the best offer. And I just said, what can you guys offer me? Because there's no fees associated with the switch for me. It's a lower price. And then they came back, and to my surprise, for $60 a month, I would say it's important to make sure that you're aware of everything that's involved in that offer. So I clarified that multiple times, but essentially I got it for $60 a month versus $135. They even waived the modem fee rental. The only caveat was for me to lock in for 2 years. And if I do break the contract, I have to pay $20 per month for each month that the contract is broken for. But even with that, it's a pretty good deal at that point. So that's just an example where by doing this, I cut my internet bill in half.